Are you thinking about getting healthy the right way? I wasn't for a number of years. And it wasn't until 3 years ago I finally had this mental mindset shift that helped me finally find success. And today I'm going to tell you exactly what that is. Hey, I'm Steve Cam from nerdfitness.com and welcome to the Rebellion. Today I want to talk about something that has been monumental for me over the past, at this point, almost 3 full years in changing how I thought about getting in shape. Like many people, I struggled. I would take 3 giant steps forward and then 2.5 steps back. It seems like I would find some success and then I would get injured.
He was injured. Injured man.
Or I would get in shape and then I would get busy. And I felt like I was kind of treading water. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with treading water. If life is getting in the way and you continually struggle and you're doing the best that you can to stay afloat, we'll all float on anyway. I totally get it. But for me, I really struggled with the idea of, I felt like I had this goal in mind that I wanted to reach, and I was trying as hard as I could to get there and had focused on that goal. And for some reason, I would get close and never actually get there and then backslide for a number of months. And then go forward and back and forward and back. And it wasn't until I learned a tip from my friend Anthony Michael, who runs a fantastic website at anthonymichael.com. Anthony's actually served as my personal virtual coach for the past 3 years, I guess you could say. And I told Anthony my goals and my struggles and how I had struggled for many years. It was like, man, I want to put on a bunch of weight for a few months, and then I want to cut, and I want to add some muscle, and then cut, and so on and so forth. So I tried to get to where I was going as quickly as possible. And he said something that I, to this day, haven't forgot. He said, Steve, I need you to stop thinking in terms of weeks and months, but instead in terms of days and years. Now, that might sound drastically different and very confusing. So allow me to explain. When Anthony said, think in terms of years, this is what I want you to think of. You are not getting in shape by going on a diet. In fact, I hate the term diet. Diet drives me crazy.
I thought you were trying to lose weight.
Lay off me, I'm starving.
Instead, you are making changes permanently. And you're not doing some 90-day shred or some 30-day whatever. You know what? Those things are fine as long as they also encourage you or cause you to make some permanent change in your life. So for me, it was, instead of thinking I have to bulk for 2 months and cut for a month, and bulk for 2 months and cut for a month, and go, and riding this crazy ass roller coaster. Instead, it was, hey, we're going to think in years. And 1 year from now, you're going to be in better shape than you are today. 2 years from now, you're going to be better in shape. You're going to be in better shape than you are 1 year from now. And 3 years from now, you're going to be in way better shape than you are 2 years from now. So think in terms of years. And he built a plan, and he and I have worked together, and I have worked every day since then having this plan in place. So where does the days come in? I say think in terms of days and years. If you're thinking in terms of years and where you want to be a few years from now, what does that version of you look like? After that, you simply scale it down to the tiniest decisions that you have to make every single day. I heard this great quote from my friend JD many years ago that has stuck with me as well. It's, how do you build a cathedral? 1 brick at a time. And that quote meant, I know what the cathedral needs to look like. I have the plans in front of me. So if I know where this is going to go, and building this cathedral could take decades, all I have to do right now is worry about laying the perfect brick in the perfect place. And that's it. Just put the brick where it needs to go. Only after you put that brick there do you move on to the next brick. So again, as long as you have your year laid out, knowing where you're going to go, if your goal is to lose weight, get stronger, get bigger, whatever, after that, focus on making the right decision today. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry what happened yesterday. All you can do is lay the next brick as perfectly as possible. That might mean your next meal, just make your lunch healthy. Don't worry about what the scale says. Don't worry about your 2, 3, 4 month goals. Get those out of the way. Instead, focus on today. Focus on your workout today. Focus on getting your ass out of bed on time. Focus on your next meal being healthy. Every decision that you make is helping you build your cathedral or your next home in Minecraft, whatever it may be. So, again, stop thinking in terms of weeks and months and instead think in terms of days and years. This is a long process. I would rather you make one change that you can live with permanently than make 20 changes for the next month and run yourself ragged and starve yourself to get to a certain goal weight and then put all the weight back on as soon as you give up on it. No, we're building healthy habits. We're making drastic cathedral level changes over a decade. And that happens one day and one decision, laying one brick at a time. So what happened when I shifted my mindset to that? Like I said, after a decade of training, I had been in a gym for a decade, actively trying to get bigger and stronger and really struggling to have success. I shifted my focus from weeks and months and stopped wondering, when am I going to get there?
Well, are we there yet? No! Are we there yet? Yes. Really? No!
And instead asked myself, what can I do today? Did I do the things today that I needed to do? And put my trust in the process. That's all I did. And here I am, 3 years later, stronger than hell, up 20 plus pounds of muscle, and doing it consistently and sustainably. Nothing I do right now feels temporary. The meals I eat are effortless. The workouts I do are challenging but enjoyable. The amount of sleep that I get is sustainable. Again, I'm not doing anything temporarily. Everything I'm doing is sustainable and building on what I did the day before. I'm just putting the right brick in the next place before moving on to the next one. I just came back from the gym. Right now, I'm going to eat a really healthy meal. And after that, I'll start thinking about tomorrow. When? Tomorrow, when I wake up, but not a second before then. So stop thinking in terms of weeks and months. Stop wondering when you're going to get there. And instead, work on building healthy habits and things daily. Focus on the next decision that you can make. Do that day after day. Surprisingly, you'll look back 6 months, a year, 2 years from now and realize you are a drastically different person. And after years of struggle, you got there faster than you ever could have imagined. Now it's your turn. I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Have you struggled with thinking only in terms of weeks and months too? Are you better off today than you were a year ago? If the answer is no, it's maybe time to shift your timetable. Understand this is a long process. So accept that. And once you accept it, drill way down and only think in terms of days and decisions. What's the next decision that you can make today? So leave a comment below. Let me know what the next decision is that you're going to make. Also, if you haven't done so, click on the subscribe button, and I hope to see you around the nerd fitness community more often. For the Rebellion. See ya.